Here's a fun but pointless Skewb lesson. You have two sets of corner pieces on a Skewb. You have these pieces which come out, and these which are core pieces, because the centers aren't attached to the core. It's these four corner pieces. Because of that, there's some interesting properties with Skewb. So you can't have this red white green corner, which is either attached to the core or not attached to the core. I forget which one. You can't have it next to another corner piece of the same kind. These two are the same kind. They will never touch each other no matter how hard you try. These two sets of corner pieces are set in stone on location. There are 4 different types of turns you can make on the Skewb. So of course there's, if you hold it this way, there's this, or this, but that's 8. But 2 of them are the same. This is the same thing as this. So there are really only 4 turns you can make. And they all revolve around corners, because the corner's at the core. So we have these 4 corners. They're never going to move. You can twist this corner, twist that corner, twist this corner, and twist this corner. But even if you move the corners, if you just reorient the puzzle, they still are at that same configuration. And the other 4 corners just interchange around them. So really these 4 corners will always be in the same position relative to each other. So the only corner pieces that are moving are these 4. Because of that, the corner pieces are really easy to permute, because there's only 4 pieces you need to do. So if I set it to this random scramble, chances are it's only going to be 1 move to permute. So we have the white, red, green, white, orange, blue, yellow, orange, green, and yellow, blue, red. And here, we have this corner coincidentally matches up. So all you have to do is 1 move, and now all the corners are oriented. There are 4 corner pieces. First move you can do, so there are 4 corner pieces that move around. First move you can do, it puts at least 1 of those corner pieces in place. Or none, but if you do a double move, you can always, each corner piece is 1 move away from its location at all times, each of these 4, unless it's solved, because you can take it to any of these positions in 1 move. Let's have this corner piece. You can take it here in 1 move, here in 1 move, or here in 1 move. So automatically you can do in 1 move that corner piece, and then you only have a 3 cycle left. So it's always going to be at most 2 moves away from being permuted. So, scrambling randomly, we have the white, red, green, and the white, orange, blue. We have this corner is permuted relative to these 4. All you need to do is 1 move. Now all the corners on the puzzle are permuted. And I figured out a cool method you could use, which is, do not use this, but it's possible to use. Let's just permute all the corners now. Let's take the other side. We have 3. Let's orient all the corners now. Skill side, we have 3 corners oriented. Let's put the corner in the top front left. If it's facing you, you could do a sledgehammer, a Y, and then a hedge slammer, and those are oriented. But if it's facing the front, you could do a hedge slammer, Y, hedge slammer, But if it's facing the left instead, or if it's facing the top, the color that you want to get on this side, you could do a hedge slammer, rotate, sledgehammer. That does the same thing. And now you can just in 1 or 2 sledgehammers orient the top corners, and then you can just use series of sledgehammers to finish the permuting the centers. Even in the case of 6 centers, you can always do it in just a few sets of sledgehammers. I could do 2 U-perms here. So that is how you can always, in the 2 or less moves from being able to solve a Skewb with just sledgehammers. I'll do an example solve here. I can orient these 2 white corners. Now I'm putting this the top front left. It's facing us, so I could do sledgehammer Y hedge. Oops, I made a mistake. Let's do a different example solve. Here, these are, of course, solved relative to each other. So is these 2, actually. All these corners are solved. Let's say we had this case in which we have white, red, green, white, orange, blue. These 2 are here. We have none solved relative to each other, so we can do 1 move. That puts this here. 1 more. Now all the corners are permuted. Let's do the white again. We can get 3 on top here. Then put this in the up front left with the white side being on the left. Then this is in the front, so just do a sledge Y hedge. Now just solve the yellow corners. And now you're just a few sledgehammers away from solving it. That is how you can solve a Skewb in just a few in 2 moves at most, followed by a bunch of sledgehammers. Don't use this method.